Hi, my name is Phone Army. Today it's very late. It's actually the next day already. It's 12:22 a.m. I'm bored. I'm also off from work this entire week. Thank you, Christmas holidays, even though I don't celebrate Christmas. But yeah, I really wanted to play this game, but I was watching a movie, and the movie ended a little bit later than I thought it was going to end. And then we had a whole conversation about the movie, so I couldn't just switch into this. But now I can. So here I am. Um, By the way, the movie was The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Garbage movie. Don't watch it. I was only watching it because I watched No Way Home this week, and I wanted to catch up and see what The Amazing Spider-Man were like now that I finished it. And I mean, they're just as bad as I remember them to be, but I just wanted to make sure that they actually were bad movies and not just that I thought they were bad movies. No, they're garbage. Amazing Spider-Man 1 is like, okay, you could kind of watch it. Amazing Spider-Man 2 is so bad. It's so bad. But enough of that. Last time we left off on this, we started chapter 5, and we got into some of the backstory about Alex, why she has the three different like emotions, and that's being very specific to her, like sadness, anger, and fear. And so we're exploring her background, and now she's stuck in the bottom of this mine because Jed is actually working for Typhon, or like is part of Typhon, and we know too much, so he decided to kill us, and we need to get out and probably expose him. But first, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, so this starts off exactly when we finished with her inner dialogue, talking to Gabe inside her mind, and exploring why she feels so strongly about those emotions. And now we are actually back in the real world, trying to actually get out of here. So I thought this was a great starting place for next time, or today. So here we are.
I've got to find a way out of here.
All right, so yeah, there's only this thing to look at, but
No more ladder. Not that I'd be much good at climbing.
yep. So what I've realized about this game is that it's short. I mean, we're probably gonna finish it today, and I do hope I'm finishing it today. But I really like the character Alex, and I'm kind of sad that the game ends so quickly because I feel like there's definitely more that we could have, and I hope maybe they explore on some DLC later on, which goes past a little bit more, so we can see her story after this. But that's gonna be a little hard to do with the fact that this ending goes into the two main directions, and I'm not gonna say too much on that. But I know that one of the endings in this game does not
Mine's growing into mine.
have the potential for
Jed said.
more DLC, I think, or more story. But yeah, that's why I really like.
Choose not to read anything into this.
I really like having her interact with so many things because I like to I like that I like her reactions to all these things. And all right, that's broken. I like what she has to say about the stuff that we're looking around at.
Laugh if it wouldn't hurt so much.
So no, honestly, a great job by the voice actress. I believe this is her first time doing this, so you know, awesome.
How long has this stuff been down here? Oh, no, 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 come on, no, 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 no. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, that's something. That aura is the only lead I've got.
Yeah, actually, we can't see anything here. But auras are usually indicating that there's a person here, but this is supposed to be abandoned. It's also red, so anger would not be the greatest aura to take in right now.
All right, boys, getting close.
Helldivers for life.
Oh, we're gonna see Jed's backstory now.
Where the devil sleeps. Goddamn right.
This is it. This is what Typhon tried to bury.
Okay. Wow. All of this part it's gonna be pretty cinematic, I think.
A lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we got a call. This dig is fucked.
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before. We finish the job. Steady goes. Steady.
Fuckless. Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel! Who's on radio? Jed! Fuck! Jed! Jed!
Oh my God.
We gotta move now! There's still men back there. They'll drown.
Yeah, and so will we if we don't get the fuck out! Make the call, Jed!
God damn it! God damn it! Everyone, let's go! Now!
Smells like fireworks. Must be where Typhon blew the charges. Dad.
Jed! Come back! Jed, you son of a bitch!
Jed, you gotta stop, man.
Jed! Fuck you, Jed! Come back!
It's over, Jed. He's not coming back.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And during my time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful. It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Alex! Oh my God!
I'm fine.
You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
What happened to you?
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
You know exactly what's going on. I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote. Everyone at that company is scared to death. All they do is protect themselves. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too. Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
Try me.
These accusations are, well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he? I can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
You know there's proof of the cover-up. You had Pike arrest me to suppress the evidence.
Officer Pike arrested you for stealing items from my purse. Perhaps you were looking for evidence?
And I found it. Which is why you and Jed tried to threaten me into silence.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No, I don't. I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
This is an act. You're lying. Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too, but I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. Of course I do.
I believe you too. I'm horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
Miss Harmon, please remember the terms of your settlement.
Screw your settlement. I would never take that money.
I would like to speak. This young lady came to Haven as a stranger, but over the last few weeks, she's become one of us. Now, her story certainly seems unlikely, if not impossible. But she deserves at least an investigation of her claims. We ought to take her seriously.
I agree with Ducky. I've always found Alex to be a very trustworthy person. She wouldn't make these accusations lightly. Something must have happened.
Miss Lath, there's no actual evidence of anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I think.
Actually, Diane, there is evidence.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know
Don't
how you...
test me, Jason.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore. And not of you, not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason.
Well, given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with...
Jason, I think you better cool it. I would like to speak again.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly admitted
I'm really sorry.
This is a load of bullshit.
I don't believe this is getting ridiculous.
We're all getting ahead of ourselves.
No.
And what's the important matter here?
I'm sorry, Alex.
I'm going first thing tomorrow.
Dad? Please. Come clean. We'll figure it out together.
It amazes me. The extent to which she has manipulated you.
Come on, Dad.
Never in a million years.
Come on. I hate seeing you do this.
My own son.
Dad.
My own goddamn son!
Stop. I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you. I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. He made a lot of mistakes. He wasn't a good father. I think he came here trying to be better. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother. Haven was his second chance. He was so proud of who he'd become. A great boyfriend. A cool dad. But he died. Because of you. And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future. Playing on stage yesterday was one of the best moments I can remember. Gabe knew that about me. He knew that if I could just play, just let myself love something, then one day I could be happy. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story. You tell yourself you're a hero, a strong leader. Sometimes that means making hard choices. Decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see? "11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And then you gave your soul to Typhon. You let them tell you how awful it would be for your wife and son to find out. You let them tell you that Haven was more important than the men who died. When it really mattered who you were and what you stood for, you let Typhon decide for you. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't. The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you. You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you. And I forgive you.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute, coming right.
Yeah, the silence is worse. I need to get some air. After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
Holy crap, I was trying to stay silent the whole time, but that was great. Yeah, I was like really hyped up there when we left the mine. I was like, wow, she actually got out and the whole thing was connected after all. Even her father was here. But like, yeah, I mean, like at the end there, I was kind of like, should I forgive him or not? And I was kind of thinking, like, I mean, you know, in that situation, you're only human. It's really hard to decide should we get out or not. And I think the decision of him sacrificing 7 people to get 13 people out wasn't as bad. I just think the fact that he covered it all up instead of owning up to it was the problem. And then over time, because, you know, that has a large toll on someone's conscience, he's completely just erased it from his mind to preserve his, you know, mental health. But the problem is, you know, there's still 7 people who died, and you know, I think it was great that they connected it all back to Alex here, that one of the people who did die was her father. And so not only is it like bad that 7 people died and Jed's a bad guy, but it's also like, yeah, Jed, you also kind of like killed my dad, so like I could really do things to you, but I'm forgiving you because it's hard to make that decision. Maybe I'm just too nice, and honestly, maybe someone else should just be like, yeah, just, you know, condemn the guy. He made a mistake and it's bad. to try to cover it up. But I was impressed with Alex there, right? Like, if it wasn't for the fact that Steph encourages her to like
fresh air.
I know, encourages her to like go out and also like find out what would make her happy, I think Alex would honestly kind of stay in Haven and be like an unprofessional therapist for people. And while you can do that, I don't think that's what your life should be. If you aren't actually like a therapist, then you gotta live for yourself. You gotta do something else that makes you happy. I mean, if you're gonna become a therapist, then that's what kind of makes you content with what you're doing. But if you're not trying to be a therapist but you are one, then there's definitely something out there that you could be doing that would make you satisfied with being there. So I do think she should leave and go with Steph. That's why I chose that she should get music and go on like that. So before we go to the rooftop, because I know that's going to progress the story, let's go and check out the stuff that we have here.
I bet Steph wishes she could reword that, but it's pretty funny. I'm so sorry I worried you all.
Hey, yo, Jed literally, he pushed us down and then he's like, so also we got shot and like no one's talking about that? Like, I know we're hurt, but we also got shot in the shoulder or something. Okay, so this is all before. There we go.
Never ends.
Singular boy in beige.
The phrase recent events is doing some work in this post.
That's a lot of lifting. That's a lot of lifting.
I've got some continued support for you. Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait.
Yeah, I like that. I would like that. Oh, wait. SMSs. We got a bunch over here to check out. Jessica. Who's this? Oh. Cool. I mean, we should talk to him. I mean, I don't think it's part of the game, but we should talk to him at some point. Hehe. Nice. Okay, next up is Ryan. I know we kind of just outsed his dad, but let's go. I'm actually glad Ryan spoke up. I don't know what the other answer would have done. It wasn't a gray screen answer, so it probably wasn't important. He probably would have supported us either way. But one was, I'm sorry, and the other one is like, do you believe me? And I don't know, I feel like if I said, do you believe me, that would open up a lot more opportunity for him to be against us. Nice. Mac is still a strange guy, but at least he's not like a bad guy. Nice. Let's see. Oh, Ethan too. Arthur is who? Oh, another. XD. And then here's the group chat. So scroll up. That's nice. Nice to have people check up on you like that when you're not texting. I mean, in a small town, it's really weird to not have people text you immediately back. But if you're in a bigger area, I think it would make a lot more sense if like someone doesn't text you, because you're obviously doing something. They can't just like walk up to your house and find out because your house is far away. All right.
Must be rare that a local paper gets to break out the really big headline. See? This is why I try to only read the art sections.
I'm not actually reading all this. I just wanted to see what she would say. Okay. Gnome.
Feels like I've been through so much with Eleanor. It meant the world that she believed me.
You ever swing a pick before, Mr.
Chen, John, and no. But I'm a hard worker, and I learn fast, and I don't mind long hours.
You don't have somebody waiting on you at home?
No, sir.
And that's because he ran away from home.
John, guess you're a hell diver now.
Chad must have thought he was seeing a ghost the first time Gabe walked in.
And now we have the bomber.
I'm glad he held on to it, for whatever it's worth.
It's and that's the problem here, right? Because he isn't a bad guy. At first he did it because he wanted to like escape guilt, and now he's believed the story so much that
I'll never understand exactly what happened to me down there, but I'll always be grateful.
yeah, he's replaced it in his own mind that now the fact that he's wrong doesn't exist in his own mind, and so having exposed him like this is a big shock to his system.
I know now that my inaction in the face of injustice was...
All right, Diane, I really don't care.
And I know that I will never be able to undo the tremendous pain and loss I caused.
All right, Jesus.
Not ask for...
Like, I'm in HR, and that is such an HR response.
The only person who could give that to me is gone. Thank you.
There are no victories at the end of this. Just more painful truths.
True.
Good thing I sold off all my Typhon stock. I'm pretty sure my voice was already heard by everyone who needed to hear it.
I see.
Is it weird that the part of this that bothers me the most is nondescript dive bar? I felt very close to Ducky after our dance. I guess he felt the same way.
Very good. I really like that, because like these are things you could have skipped. I could have done the wrong answer for Charlotte. I could have done the wrong answer for Pike. I could have skipped Ducky entirely, and also you can't skip Eleanor though. That was also, you could have also picked the wrong answer there.
They say I was powered by adrenaline that whole morning. Now I'm mostly powered by extra strength Advil. And these. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that was pretty cool. Alright, got out. Trying to get to Charlotte's sculpture? Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger. I think Berlin does sound pretty good right about now.
Yeah. Just making sure I got everything here. We don't need to light. Yeah, I knew it. There's gonna be a little scene here. Let's just get that scene out and then continue.
I've been playing a lot the last 2 days, trying to think things through. But I realize it's actually the opposite. When I'm playing is the only time I get to not think about Jed, or Gabe, or Dad, and what could have been if he'd never come to this town. Most of all, what I don't think about is me, because I've never been good at that. And suddenly, it's the only question that's left. So, I just keep playing.
I love that. I think that's great. And the sucky part is that Gabe was actually in the right place the whole time. His dad was here. Just came too late.
Maybe Dad deserved everything he got, but I'm still glad we were there with him in his last moments. I love this guitar, but if it starts asking me riddles again, I'm throwing it out the window.
No, can't argue with that. All right, I believe we have everything except this corner. Anything here? Nope. And then of course this front area here.
The LARP was 2 days ago? That doesn't seem possible.
You also fell down, so you know. Careful where you fall.
Maybe I do deserve some $ justice, but I'd much rather be able to move on with my life.
All right, let's move on with her life. Oh boy.
Hey, Steph. Alex, wait. Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
Okay.
What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen. And it made me want to be brave too. So, here it goes. I want to be with you. I don't give a shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then... fuck it. I want to stay here too.
You ripped your bus ticket.
I can get another one. Or not. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm in. For whatever you want.
You've, given me a lot to think about.
Well, good. That was the idea. You know where to find me. Good luck, Chen.
Thanks, Steph.
Hey, let's go. That's nice. I wish life was kind of like that. It's kind of hard to do that right now. Kind of stuck in my parents' house. Also, it's COVID. Oh, this is cinematic. Whoops.
All right. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road, the excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you. Why would you give that up?
That's true.
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends, and don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. And neither is Steph. Life goes on. You get a job working with Steph at the record store. All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing. The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home. Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, and even of me begin to fade into the background. The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it. you don't doubt it or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course, you already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Do what exactly? Become an actual musician?
Live in a van, travel between dingy bars, hawking your SoundCloud, pouring your soul to strangers. Sounds pretty great if you ask me. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
Alright, before I do that, I want to get my thoughts in here. While that looked nice and all, and, you know, I was like, holy crap, that'd be really nice for her because she's never had, like, a normal life, and now she can. I just feel like, and the thing is, like, either option, she would find quote-unquote happiness, and I don't really like to use that word because it has such a strong, like, weight to it that it's really hard to define for people, but it's, you know, personally, me, I don't like community. I like people and talking with people, interacting with them, but I don't really blend well with the concept of community. So like yeah, I guess talking to all these people in Haven would make you part of the community, but I wouldn't really be there kind of like boosting up the community of Haven. I would boost the people in the community, and then that whatever that results in would result in whatever, right? That's kind of how I would do it. And I'm not Alex, so you know, I'm not in that situation, but she's young. She's only 21, right? I'm 24 now. My birthday was this week, and I kind of think that, like, also, wow, I was 21 before COVID started, and now I'm 24. But I think, like, we're young. There's still a possibility to leave, do things, and then you can always come back if that's what you want to do, right? And the greatest part is that Steph is okay with either answer. That's why I think, like, even if I chose stay in Haven, or if I didn't choose stay in Haven, the concept of happiness would still exist for whatever future comes up. But yeah, no, like when she's playing music by Alone on the Rooftop there, that kind of just, there was a hint. I was like, okay, you know what, she could be doing this outside, and she should probably be doing this outside, and then come back. You know, Haven will always be some sort of home. She knows the people, she knows the community, so I don't think we'll be staying in Haven.
I know what I want. Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Chen.
Nice, we finished it. We actually finished the entire game. Wow, chapter 5 was really quick actually. Most of the length of chapter 5 was from the actual like reminiscing about your memories and stuff. But damn, that feels bad for Ryan. We just had like a silent frame of him just like standing there. I was like, was I supposed to do something with him? Because there was no chance for me to do anything with him. Once we talked to Steph, you know, we had to go upstairs, and once we go upstairs, that starts the end of the game. So yikes. And he didn't even send us off when we were leaving, so it was bad, man. I mean, like, both of his friends are leaving at the same time too, so that sucks. But it looks like he's gonna be the next Jet, like he's gonna be the next community guy. So if I stayed in Haven, I'd be there with him. But like I said before, she's only 21. I think she can do stuff outside, so she should. In the end, I think this was a great game. I enjoyed the fact that you got to see people's like auras and try to communicate with them in that way. And you know, I feel like that's something I can kind of connect with. I have that kind of, I don't know, I don't want to like brag or anything, but I feel like when I talk to people, I also kind of understand that. Obviously not to the level that she can do it, because she has powers and I'm just a human. But I really liked her commentary on the things that were happening around her and all that. Overall, I just really like the character of Alex. I thought she was pretty cool. And like I said, I wish the game was a little bit longer, but also the story was wrapped up pretty well. So I don't think there could have been anything else to do there that would have been good for like the character or the game or anything. Replaying this game would be a hassle though, because it's so slow, even though it's only like 10 hours long. So if I replayed this, I'd probably do it later, or I'd wait, or I'd have someone else play it and then kind of play together with them, you know, kind of like. But I don't think I can play this game by myself. I'm just adding in. I'm just setting up that I finished the game now. Literally, an hour has passed. An exact hour has passed. So I'm just gonna add 1 hour to my playtime here. And hold on. There we go. So I played this game for almost 12 hours, 11 hours and 53 minutes. And let's see, completed. Yes, my first playthrough. Main story took me 11 hours and 53 minutes. And also 5 seconds, but that's a little too precise. I don't really care about that. I'm gonna give the game 9 out of 10. I just thought it was... I think the story and everything was fine. I don't have a problem with that. I think the main problem with it was just how slow it was to like walk around town and everything. And I know that a lot of the other Life is Strange games are like that too. So I'm gonna knock it for that, but I think the game itself was very enjoyable for people who like playing movies. And I like playing movies. I like stories. I like to see people's and experiences and stuff, which is why I think this game really spoke out to me too, and also why Alex's power spoke out to me as well. Personally, I would definitely like to have her power.
I would sit alone and think that I'm better off all by myself, even if I sink. But you found me. Nice. And you helped me see.
And is there anything else to say? I mean, I'm just trying to
flicker.
After this, I'll play Wavelengths. You know, we'll probably start Wavelengths right now too. We got time, and I don't have work tomorrow or anything either. But I'm also really glad I got to finish another game before the year ended. One of my resolutions this year was to get as many games completed this year. And it wasn't because I want to play more games, although that is something I want to do. It's more because that like I felt like I had trouble finishing things to completion, even if they were things that I liked. So playing a game like this is something I like, but I still had trouble finishing it last year. And this year, I'm actually finishing the stuff that I want to finish. So here we are, finish another game. Overall, this game has me thinking a little bit, like, because I eventually have to move out. I'm still at my parents' house, but when I move out, like, maybe something like this I could probably find for myself. I'd love to. Maybe not as small of a place like this, but there's a lot of possibilities out there.
For a long time.
That water. What do you see from over there? Oh yeah, it's a sticker that kind of peeled off. I hate paper stickers. They don't survive.
But you taught me.
No, this was a great game though. Definitely has me thinking about what to do in life, even though can't really leave right now.
When joy is dangerous.
What are you doing, dude? Are you back? Are you in NJ? Listen to Sour Patch Kids. I'll get that on the queue.
I just couldn't look ahead. I was blind.
By who though?
My own self-doubt and
Oh, Bryce Wine.
was all about move forward.
All right, the album art already looks like something this game would feature.
It's not a bad thing.
It's also interesting. I feel like if you went to the west side of this country, you'd find more stuff like this. East side just seems so, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're in NJ now. I've been here for like 15 years now, 16 years. I have no idea. So all this is too familiar, and anything different would be better. I mean, this whole game takes place in Colorado. It's part of Denver. I mean, hints of Denver and hints of Seattle. Alright, is this done yet? Colorado more like? Mid-Ora? It can't be that bad. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're done with the actual music and pictures now. It's just me credits. I'm speeding this up. Wanna play ARM? Yeah, give me a little bit. Just wanna finish, make sure that I completely finish this. I'd really love to work for Square Enix, though. This is actually stuttering. It's hard to look at. Okay, this is a lot more people than I thought there were gonna be, but to me, can we get through this a little bit? So I'll stay half awake, and I'll guess that you Actually, we don't see it happen, but she took 5 edibles at the same time, and that was a problem. And then we also basically know that every character does smoke weed in this game. It's Colorado's, it's illegal, and one of her friends in the game is a dispensary owner. There's Riley, nice. Alright, we're finally at the bottom. Wow, all these songs that are gonna get me copyright striked. I actually copyright flagged on YouTube. Fortunately, they don't give strikes for just having the song. They just don't let you get monetized the video.
We're not all dying here.
Creep by and then Blister in the Sun. Nice.
I don't need it after all. It was a place for me to rest my head.
And we're done. Unless there's another scene after this. Nope, we're done. I just want to see what we do here. 56% people stayed in this town. Yikes. I mean, I guess not everyone's like me and don't want to waste their 20s in one town. These are spoilers, so if you don't want to see this, don't see this. Mm-mm. 14% people actually convinced the entire... Okay, that sounds like a you problem, dude. Because I checked the output of the stream. It's actually crisp and clear, so that's you. I got all the people to support me on it, so 14% people got that with me. Nice. Okay. Ryan stood by Alex, yes. Alex didn't see Ryan after the vote. Alex wasn't ready to forgive Ryan. Interesting. I didn't know those were options, but I got the one that I kind of wanted there. Okay, so 70. Okay, most people went with Steph anyways. Looks like Ryan and Alex don't get together. Yep, that's what I chose. I chose to be with Steph. It's interesting. Ryan was very, very lonely at the end of the game, though. Interesting. All right, that's the game. It just needed to save. Finally, we're done. Okay, I mean, there's Steph's story, which is just a prequel to this game, but I'll do that next time. Yeah, 9 out of 10 in my opinion. I think this is a great story to play, and I really enjoyed the whole like kind of like looking into people's minds to give them the best approach to their life and helping them get through their problems. I like that a lot. That's something I enjoy in real life as well. All right, well, that's it for now. I mean, there's no point in starting the DLC because we'll stop in the middle of that, so I'll just do that later. My name is Fallen Artemy. Have a good night.